y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina and this is today I'm going to do the H tag, an original tag by Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff. Okay, so let's just get right into it. The first prompt is H is for Harry Potter. Would you rather travel to Hogwarts in a flying car or on the Hogwarts Express? Hogwarts Express. All that food and comfort, yes. H is for horror. Why do kids love horror? Or here you could add your favorite horror titles. Kids aren't the only ones that love horror. I absolutely love horror. My love for mystery thrillers has started to shift into horror. My favorite book of all time right now is a literary horror book called When the Reckoning Comes by LaTanya McQueen. I will never stop screaming from the rooftops about that book. There have been ghost stories and things like that amongst the community for as long as that place has been around. There are lots of weird accidents that happen to the people who have owned the place and their descendants, and there are ghosts and these beautiful interstitials in between each chapter, some poetic, some harrowing, and heart racing, escape attempts by enslaved people and things like that. And it's lush and beautiful and haunting, and I just love it. I love this book. And horror, in my opinion, helps us sometimes to work out our fears in a safe way. We can expel some of that energy. It can be cathartic. And we'll get another great Black horror story is Get Out. And at the end, spoilers for Get Out. If you haven't seen it and you want to, even though I don't know, what has it been, 5-6 years? So at the end, Chris gets away. He kills the woman, the daughter of he kills the whole family that had been stealing Black people and switching out bodies. And Jordan Peele had initially wanted to have Chris get caught and put in jail. And that would have been so demoralizing, especially during the time period where there was much more media attention to racial policing, and that would have been just horrible. But we got the cathartic release that we couldn't get in real life through the end of that movie when Lorraine's character says, because I'm the TSAMFL. So that was great. Also, through horror, we can investigate grief, trauma, dysfunction, and all those kinds of things. And a great example of that is Netflix's and Mike Flanagan, who is one of my favorite TV series director, writers, showrunners, The Haunting of Hill House. That show deals with a dysfunctional family, secrets, addiction, grief, trauma, and it does it in a scary way. And so horror can be fun, and it can be, just surface level, but then it can also have all these different layers, and it's so wonderful. I don't know of other genres that can pull you in with such an entertaining, fun kind of premise and then pack that emotional punch, because there's all this other stuff going on underneath. I love it. I love it. Horror is the best. H is for Hemingway. Hemingway or Fitzgerald? Neither. H is for hardback. Do you prefer hardbacks or paperback? I don't think I have a preference for either. I prefer to save money, but if I find a hardback at Goodwill of a book that I was interested in, I'll buy it. If I find it in softback, paperback, I'll do that as well. H is for Hardy. What is your favorite Thomas Hardy novel? I didn't know Tom Hardy wrote books. H is for hot. If you are in the Northern Hemisphere, how are you coping with the heat? By staying inside and staying with the air conditioning, sometimes sitting right in front of it. H is for Hunger Games. Do you prefer the Hunger Games or Harry Potter? I preferred Harry Potter to Hunger Games. H is for honey. Pooh was addicted to honey. What is your sweet addiction? My favorite dessert is peach cobbler with butter pecan ice cream on top. That's my absolute favorite mix of sweet and nutty and fruity. It's wonderful. With some decaf coffee, love it. Black decaf, because it cuts the sweetness. It's perfect. H is for Handmaid's Tale. If you read the book, what did you think of it? I have not, but I watched the first couple seasons of it, and it's too close to home. I don't want to read it. I had never thought about it very much beyond just the famous painting, that the diner one. And when I went to look up other paintings, I realized I didn't know about any other of his paintings. He has a very American style. Like when you think of his paintings, it would be an American style. It's plain spoken, you know, like if you translated his painting style into an American person, it's plain spoken, clear, you know, frontward facing, you know, that's the idea that we have about ourselves. No nonsense. And I really liked also, I'm going to see if I can try to find either just a screenshot or something like that. But I loved that the diner painting is so classic that even myself, who really only knew him from that painting and nothing else, the opening scene of the new Batman trailer has what looks like a rainy, dark version of that, and I immediately thought, oh wow, that's really artistic, you know. Let's put this, I think I'm gonna pay homage to horror, which is my favorite genre, in our emoji at the end of the video if you don't have anything to say but want to help with the algorithm. Otherwise, let me know what you think about horror. Did I change your mind on it? Do you love it? Do you have any horror stories that kind of give you that initial thrill but then delve deeper? Let me know. I'd love to read them. Be easy on yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.